Hello everyone, my name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com, and these are the trades for September the 14th, 2010. Now our first position for tonight is going to be in the 10-year Treasury notes. We're going to be looking at the December contracts. We can see here that we have this fresh crossover from Vantage Point on the triple EMA. Now again, this is what we're looking for is a trade like this that has very, very good potential. Now what I want to point out first of all here, looking at this, I'm going to take this chart back about 6 months so everybody can see this. The Vantage Point has accurately called this move up on the 10-year Treasury notes dating back until approximately April of this year. The Treasury notes have moved consistently higher. Each one of the retracement points has been the 18-day predicted moving average from Vantage Point, but the market was unable to push it below that area. So now that we've established we've been in a long uptrend on these 10-year notes, we can see now that with this crossover on this triple EMA, this is a very significant event. Now this crossover has taken place right in between 124 and 125. So what we can do here now is identify our major levels of pivot resistance. So we have 124.10.5, 124.045 and 123.25.5. So what we're going to be doing here is looking to set short positions. We can see that our predicted true strength indicator from Vantage Point is crossed to the downside. It's not oversold yet, but it's getting there. Predicted MACD has crossed the trigger, and our predicted medium-term difference is well into the negative territory. This, in my opinion, is setting up for a significant trend reversal on these 10-year notes. So I want to bring everybody's attention to that. This is how we're doing our analysis. So from there, we're now going to go into our daily report and look for an exact entry point and try and narrow this down. So when the market comes to that area, we can then automatically get into our short positions. So looking at our predicted highs and predicted lows and everything for tomorrow, we can see here we have 124.10, 123.06. Predicted short, medium, and long-term differences are all negative. So we're going to be essentially looking at the 124.10 as a potential high for tomorrow. I personally don't think we're going to get that high. So what we're going to be doing here now is we're going to go back to our chart. We're going to look at this. We see 123.25, 124.05. We're going to split the difference on this for tomorrow and look to get into a short position on this contract in and about the 123.70, 123.75 area, and from then we're going to be looking for, again, over the next several weeks and possibly even several months, we could see a significant move lower on these 10-year notes. So that's our first position for tonight. Our second position, we're going to be looking at the diamonds. Now this one here is again looking like a very decent trade. It's getting a little bit overbought, but I think we still have room for a move higher. Now we've closed at 105.67, our three levels of pivot support: 104.89, 103.98, and 103.40. So we can identify that the triple EMA cross is very fresh on this, only about a week old. We're going to be looking for a pullback to get into buy positions on this trade. So now that we've identified our key levels of pivot support, we've got a very clearly identified the trend. Our predicted medium and long-term differences both positive. Predicted MACD nowhere near overbought. It actually has plenty of room to extend, as does the predicted true strength indicator. So now that we've done all that, we've identified those areas, let's go in again to our daily report. We want to try and narrow this entry point down. So looking at tomorrow, we've got a high set for 105.94 and a low for 104.76. So if 104.76 is the predicted low, 104.76 is the predicted low, we're then going to match this up to the 3-day predicted moving average. So we're looking at about 104.89 and 103.89, somewhere where this is going to pull back to, but we're going to be using this 104, approximately the 104.80 area, to get into a buy position, and I think we have room to extend on this one back up over the 106 area. Should not be a problem in the days and weeks ahead. Now that's our second position. We have time, I think, here for one more position. We'd like to keep this down to a 10-minute time limit here. Now for our other position, we're going to be looking, I think, at the Euro US. Now if the equities continue to move the way that they've been moving, then we should see again a trending move potentially starting on the Euro US contract. Now, what I really like about this is the multiple crossovers with the Vantage Point software. I'm going to put this up so everybody can see it. We can see we have the medium-term crossover from Vantage Point is basically sitting flat with an upside biased. Our long-term crossover, excuse me, from Vantage Point also sitting flat with an upside biased. So let's put the triple EMA crossover back up here so everybody can see this, and then we're going to identify our levels of pivot support. We have 127.81, 127.62, and 127.77. So what this is telling me is that we have a significant amount of support building around this 127.60, 127.80 area. So that makes it easy for me to identify my entry point right around those support areas. Predicted true strength indicator from Vantage Point is crossed over to the upside. Predicted MACD, the same thing. And our predicted medium-term difference is beginning to move higher also above the zero line. These are all the things we're looking for in potentially a trend reversal. So now that we've identified that we're basically flat with an upside bias, let's go back in here and see what we've got for a daily report. We've got 127.63 and 129.06. Neural indexes turn positive. That's a good sign after 4 consecutive down days. So with that neural index fresh at the 1, everything looks good here. So for tomorrow, we're going to be looking at this 127.77, 127.80 area. Anywhere in this area, we have between 127.81 and 127.62. We're going to be looking to get back into the buy positions, and our stops are going to be down in the 126.20 area. We definitely want to leave room for this to extend. So those are the market positions for September the 14th, 2010. And again, my name is Greg Furman, market analyst here at TraderPlanet.com.